you're saying things that people don't normally expect Christians to talk about. Social issues. I think on DMZ, Military Man, what I would consider one of the major songs on the album. It's almost pacifistic in its approach. This is the end of the Military Man.
Yeah. Well, the whole idea is Jim, our bass player, did a lot of heroin when he was over in Nam, and ended up in a mental institution, and the Lord finally brought him around. He had a guy come in and pray for him. He didn't remember it, but later on they said that he was threatening to kill this guy. And he had gone through all these shock treatments, and he blew a guy's leg off over there by accident, and, you know, one of his friends in the Army. And I mean, I wrote it about Jim, but I also wrote it about the attitude of I make the decisions, I live my life. It's a mindset, a mentality, an attitude a stance that people take. I'm going to fight, I'm going to be tough, I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it, And he came out the other end with his head under his arm. He was a mess. And yeah, this is the end of the Military Man. At one point, he finally fell completely apart, and then he broke down and repented. He asked the Lord to forgive him. He turned away from his sins and asked Jesus into his life. And so, no more Military Man,
This is Star Song Music Video, back with more from the Resurrection Band right after this.
in your life, and people know that you're not a turkey, that you're a genuine person, that you care about things, and that when they hear these lyrics, they're going to know, and I know it shocks them as well, but other times it's like an alienation, a hardcore, I don't want you, you're a Christian, get out of here, I don't care what the band is, I don't care what you're about, I don't care if you're sincere or not, I don't want to hear it, because they don't want to be convicted of the sin in their lives, they don't want to be uncomfortable, you know, and so that's the way Jesus was. That's the way he had to face things, and that's the way we have to face things as well, if we're really right on for the Lord, if we're living it, not just playing church or trying to make bucks or something off of Christ. And so that means that sometimes you're going to be alienated, and I figure, well, Jesus said we would be. That's par for the course. So I wanted to get that across to the kids that come to our concerts. That's part of being a Christian.
And if that means picking up our cross, and that's what it means, if that means laying our own life down so that we can do the thing that's right and pure, and talk about the love and live the love that lasts forever and never ends, well then if we're alienated with it along the line, that's just part of the thing.
I started thinking it's true. It's like Jesus speaks to us like through a radio, and you can't forget the song. And that's the kind of music I want to write, no matter whether it's hard rock or poppier kind of rock or synthesized stuff or whatever. I want to write songs with enough hooks that people can't forget. I thought, well, that's just exactly the way the Lord is. When he starts to speak through us, we can't forget. When the Lord does it, you know, if some man does it, it's one thing. But if God speaks through a man, or God speaks through a circumstance, or to a person personally, it's very, very hard. You know, you know that God